Okay, welcome everyone. Greetings. We welcome you, Sister RJ and I. We welcome you to our Love Jones series. This is the last Tuesday in February. So our topic is Love Jones, and we're going to be focusing on agape love. Agape love this evening. So I hope that everybody had an opportunity to wind down, to get yourself settled. Our discussion will be around agape love, and our meditation, of course, will also be centered around love. So, again, I hope that you, first and foremost, as a reminder, I hope that you are that your phone is set to silent. So turn that ringer off. Maybe even turn your phone facing away from you. If you're not on your phone, some of you might be on your phone as you're watching the live stream. I just want you to take a moment to turn off your distractions because you want to give yourself this time so that you're fully present, so that you can explore what we will be discussing. Okay. Sister RJ, welcome. I was
Greetings.
just telling everyone that we are going to discuss agape love, our final
Yes.
topic for our Love Jones series.
Hmm.
February was dedicated towards Love Jones. And
Yeah.
I also was urging everyone to try to make their environment distraction free. Okay, as
Yes.
best as possible. We don't know where you are, where you're signing in, but try to limit the distractions. Some people might be watching on their phone, they could be around other people. If you can get to a place where you have less distractions or no distractions, it
Right.
would be good. Okay, it's good for your meditation and it's good for your focus to be fully present with us. So,
And
how
it's
are
also
you?
good to disconnect from
Yes,
familiar things. So you
absolutely.
can allow your soul and your spirit to embrace and engage differently.
Yes, absolutely.
So
I,
we have to take a break from the phones, take a break from the TV. I noticed that for me, when I do that now, because I began to leave my phones downstairs at night. And
mhm,
so I don't hear all the notifications. I don't know who called me late. I don't
mhm.
know if somebody messaged me. I don't know that till the morning because I have to start turning off my mind so I can really get into a lot of the things that I aspire to get into,
Mhm,
and I get
mhm,
frustrated when I don't get to do the things that my spirit tell me, like you need to read this or you need to do this or you need to do
mhm.
that, because you up doing other things that you already been doing that today. You got to have a
Yeah.
shut off time. So I've been giving myself, I remind myself like we were good at it when our parents would tell us to do. Like you gotta
Mhm.
be, that phone need to be off. Back when we were teenagers, my mom would be like, we could not be on the phone, as me and my sister had our own phone line in our room, but we could not be on the phone after 9 o'clock. And on the
Mhm.
weekends, she would say, we get an extra hour at 10 o'clock, but we could not be on the phone, or she would take
Mhm.
our phone line out. We had a different phone line than she did.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, we had two that she got that for us as a gift once we got teenagers, but the rule was we had to be off at a certain time. So that's what I'm starting to give myself now,
Uh-huh.
is parenting myself, mothering
Right.
myself,
Right. Yeah.
so I can still get the things done. Cause she like, y'all need to do your chores. You got to get your homework done. You got to do this. You got to do that. So it was times that we had to cut off from doing things. We had to come inside by the
Yeah.
time the street lights came on. That was just, all the kids didn't have to, but we did.
Right.
And
That's right.
I remember getting teased and stuff, and they like, y'all gotta go in, y'all go in so early. But hey, that was the rule that my mom had. When the street
Yeah, it
lights
was
come
the
on, you
same.
need to
We
be in the
said
house.
be inside, be inside, and you know, we're talking about time where it wasn't so much click, 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 click. And what I'm
Hmm.
referring to is that's what's that's how our minds, our attention
Hmm.
is being
Hmm.
constantly click, 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 click. And over time, it takes a toll on you. It feels like you're with it, that you're getting things done, or you're in the I don't, I'm trying to find, even when I find myself doing it, because
Hmm.
I go in and out of social media, and I'm glad
Hmm.
that I go out. And when I go out, I might be doing something totally different. I might be meditating. I might be in my yard meditating. I started now reading and meditating under a tree. So when I go out, I go out. Now, I might use my phone to assist me, just like we are using technology to assist ourselves to
Hmm.
go within. So then now we get into balance, because there is a balance. So we're using the laws of Ma'at. So I might use my phone when I'm outside meditating to play meditation music to
Hmm.
assist me, but I make it a point to um, segment that time, make sure that I'm not spending too much time in it, and that I come out where I feel like I've opened myself up to spirit, to the ancestors, to nature, to my own inner awareness,
Right, your
which
inner
is,
peace.
yeah, inner peace, which is really, again, a result of a meditation practice. Because
Hmm.
right, Sister Aj, you know what it feels like to be in that alignment, to be in
Mm.
that space with yourself. And then you begin to, when you need to come back to that space, or at least
Hmm.
withdraw your attention from something that might be, we were talking about that, before we started the stream, being able to
Yes.
identify when, hold up, let me pull my attention from here because I'm too caught up, and let me
Yeah.
come back to center. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. We
So,
can never forget about center. I think
mhm,
that's a main component of meditation too,
mhm.
is to come back to center.
Come back to
Meditation, the
center.
practice of meditation, the art of wellness of meditation,
Hmm.
allows you to come back to center, because we are all over the place. This society has designed a system that keeps us distracted and keeps us confused and keeps us
Absolutely.
doing five different, six different things, multitasking, and it's overwhelming to the nervous system, it's overwhelming to the cellular system, it's overwhelming to the mind, the brain, because the brain loves relaxation. And as melanated people, we don't get enough relaxation. We don't get enough downtime. We don't get enough stress free time, which is why this melanated soul sisters talk is so important, and why we created it is because we got to establish and create some downtime for
Mhm,
ourselves in order for us to be healthy and well, mind, body, and soul. We have to. We
mhm,
cannot go on the way that we've been going on. We cannot continue to be at this high level of stress and anxiety, and you know doing all of these things all day and not getting rest, and being exhausted and depleted and tired. We just cannot, as melanated women, we have to come out of that. We have to. And so
absolutely.
that's why this meditational stream is so important for us. And why we created, the purpose that we created it for was to welcome people into the practice who is not well endowed or haven't began to do anything relaxing like meditation, to guide and support people who have started but may have fell off and stopped,
Mhm.
from for one reason or another. We all do that based on the system. And for our advanced people who do it, on a regular basis, just coming together and just talking, and hopefully you can help people on this stream as well,
Hmm.
because we open it up for people to chat and to, put things in the chat. So it's not just Sister Omi and I. We definitely want
Right,
engagement and want to hear what the community needs are, and what prevents you from meditating, or have you ever meditated, or do you need more guidance with
right.
meditation, or what the benefits of meditation is. And so that's why we created the platform.
Absolutely. And I want to say greetings to you, Barbara. Thank you for joining us. I saw your
Peace, Sister
comment.
Barbara.
Thank you.
Peace.
Yeah. Thank you. So, it ties, all of this ties back into love, on this Tuesday, as we wrap up um, the month of February. We dedicated it to love, but we dedicated it not just to romantic love, but love of the
Hmm.
self, love of relationships. Now, when you spend time where you go within, when you spend time um, disconnecting and controlling what takes your attention and your energy, and really
Hmm.
bring it down to just um, quiet or soft music, breathing, journaling. Journaling can also be, considered a form of meditation. You are showing self love for yourself, but that self love can also be amplified to the community.
Hmm.
Because if you have the awareness of this space within you, that you're living by more principles of kindness, principles of faith, principles of balance, principles of expressing love not only for yourself or for others, that gets extended to the community. Okay, so that leads us into agape love. What is agape love? Sister Ajay, what would you say agape love is?
For me, agape love is God love.
Hmm.
That's just what I've always felt about the word agape. I've heard it culturally used throughout the years, and it just embraces the all.
Hmm.
That's what agape is. It's like the all, the infinite, the almighty, the supreme, the powerful, the highest vibration of love is what we were created out of. So I definitely associate agape love to God's love.
Hmm.
God's love for us, God's love for what God created us as. God's love for what we are assigned to be. God's love of what the world was created to be. Like, it's just all powerful, like
Hmm.
all light, all breath, all air, all fire, all ether, all water. It's just agape is everything. It is
Hmm.
everything supreme. It's just it's beyond measure. It's love beyond measure. Is what comes to me when I think about agape love. I definitely think about the Most High, the divine, um, and it allows me to know that we have the capacity to be so much more in love, with love, and we should have a lot of love within us because we were made from agape love.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad that you mentioned the elements, some of the elements in how you see agape love, because I also see it as we're trying to bring words to it, but again, it's actually something that you can experience um, in meditation when you get to a certain. I don't even want to use the word place in it. I don't want to use the word level, because meditation, in a way, can be described as an unfolding, a becoming.
Mm,
When you get to that particular um, realization that as you're breathing, you are in harmony with all of creation. That
Yes.
you're in harmony, right? That you're in harmony. You get to a point where that breath, that inhale, that exhale, that you may not even be aware of your body at that time. You may just
Mm-hmm.
be aware of your breathing and just a harmony with everything. Now, that is a form of agape love, recognizing that in that moment, everything is in everything is in a harmony
Yes.
without us doing anything about it. And then that agape love, that love of God that created all things, whatever you call God, we use
Mm-hmm.
God, but different people have different names
Names.
for the
Mm-hmm.
creator of the universe. That
Right.
that spirit, that energy that created everything, whatever you call that energy,
Mm-hmm.
you get to a place in stillness. And it might not happen in a meditation. It may happen with you looking at a sunset or sunrise, or you might be, near water and feel the
Mm-hmm.
wind. You might just have a moment because
Yes.
it happens in nature when you allow yourself to behold nature. You might just have a moment and experience where you feel like you are a part of all things.
Yes.
That's the best that we could give words to it because it's something that you really have to feel. But
Yes.
when you experience that, it gives you something within yourself. Now, when you experience that, and when you add to community, and when you look at community from a melanated people point of view,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you now the desire to want to do what? If you have these moments where you feel like you're in harmony with all things, that includes your brothers and sisters. It includes thinking of each other as brothers
Yes. And
and sisters
just not of yourself.
and not just of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you begin to allow yourself to move like that, what it can look like is maybe you don't get as easily agitated as you
Mm-hmm.
once did. Maybe you may, Sister Ajay, I remember you talked about this. It might not have been in this stream,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll remember when I mention it. If you go into a shop, if you go into a store, are you kind and
Mm-hmm.
cheerful to your brothers and sisters? Do you
Mm-hmm.
take time to make it an effort to say something to people that would be positive and make them smile
Yes.
and feel good about themselves? Even just
Mm-hmm.
saying good morning or good evening or hello to a stranger, because often what we see is so much heat, so much
Yeah.
swiftness, so hot, so agitated, you
Yeah.
know.
Frustrated and
Everybody's frustrated and agitated.
mm-hmm.
And that those feelings are realistic too. That when we feel these things, we're reacting to something, something we heard, something we saw, something somebody did to us, or what we perceive somebody did to us. Because sometimes what we think somebody did things to us, but it could be our perception. But that's a whole
Mm-hmm.
other conversation. But what I'm doing my best to bring words to is, do you realize, or can you come to a place that you practice agape love within your community because you understand that the community is part of you and you're a part of the community,
Yep.
that we're
And
all in it together.
yes.
So since
And
we're
definitely
all,
God
yeah,
is in each and every one of us as melanated people. Um, even though people may not show up in agape love all the time, but we all, as melanated people, have to understand that that's been designed for us to be disconnected from our God's love.
absolutely.
Because when you are separated from the all, then you feel like it's you against the world is against you.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are connected to the all and you are experiencing agape love, you know that nothing can separate you from the God within, the God all around, the God that has created all, no matter what life may be showing up as. And I have to remind myself this as well, is that Ajay, you are made from the most powerful, infinite, omnipresent force that is the epitome of everything that you see. You're made from that source. And so not you cannot feel or allow anything of this world that has been designed to destroy you, to
Mm-hmm.
destroy your mind, to agitate you, to frustrate you, to anger you. Find your God within. That's
Find
what
your God with
meditation, that's what meditation does for me when we talked about
it.
meditation, bringing you back to your center. It
Mm-hmm.
allows me to find my God within, because we can become angry and agitated and frustrated and attitudinal and even against each other. And right then and there, you're separated from agape love. Right then and there.
Right.
Right then and there. And so you have to just hold yourself accountable to be like, this, I'm not being part of the all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Um,
being a part of the all. And I'm not saying things don't offend us. We've been traumatized, and
uh-huh.
there's been a lot of things that have been, waged against us, but we have to stay connected to the agape. We
Mm-hmm.
have to stay connected to the agape love. Otherwise, this world can distort us, it can destroy us, and it definitely can
Absolutely.
distract us. And that is something that we can no longer allow. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's where agape love, and even meditating on it tonight, this evening, it just brings me back to the God within, the love within me, of, like
Mm-hmm.
you said, just being kind, being compassionate, being
Mm-hmm.
considerate, being sensitive, or understanding, or you know all of the things that we know that we can be. But there's so many things that keeps us disconnected from being that. But we got to
Absolutely.
find the agape love within us, the love for God, the love for us all, to be able to be that, because it lessens stress too. When you're kind, you're not stressed. When you're compassionate,
Mm-hmm.
you're not stressed. When you're loving, you're not stressed. When you're understanding, you're not stressed. When you're laughing, when you're smiling, when you're happy, when you're joyful, when you're peaceful, you're not stressed.
Mm-hmm.
All of those things
Absolutely.
cast out stress. And that is what meditation is as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Meditation uh, can simply be just breathing, because of the basis of all meditation is to be aware of the breath. But also meditation, depending upon what you are thinking or what you're listening to, can also be transformative and help to heal
Hmm.
parts of you that
Yes.
might be blocked from
Hmm.
experiencing agape love. Okay.
Yes.
Um, I want to read this word. I want to say this word before we get ready for meditation, because a I wanted to find some type of African reference to the concept of agape. And
Hmm.
what I came up with is Ubuntu, which is from Southern Africa. And that means I am because we are.
Ashe.
I am because we are agape love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am because we are. Barbara says, I'm learning from both of you. I never take time to meditate. This day here is a reminder of what I need to do. Ashe,
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 sis.
thank you. We're
Ashe.
glad that it's a reminder. And
Yes.
Barbara, sometimes when we think about meditation, we might, because our minds can lead us in directions. Oh,
Of
I'll
course.
do that tomorrow. Oh, I'll start that. I need an hour, to do it. I don't have an hour right now. I'm busy this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm too tired. You know, um, I always like to tell people start with 5 minutes, and if 5 minutes seems like it's too much, start with 10 deep breaths.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're breathing anyway. We're breathing anyway. Close your eyes where you are and take 10 deep breaths. You will be in a mini meditation because your mind and your body and your spirit will be in a more centered, calmer place after the
Mm-hmm.
10th breath. And you might discover, hey, I want to keep going, depending upon where you are. Sometimes we have to give ourselves permission to take many steps,
Yes.
especially for those of us, and this myself included, that we can get really very involved in. Well, I have to have the perfect way to do it and the perfect time. And it's
Yeah.
not, and I have to do because this is what we do. This is what the inputs from the system that we're living in
Mm-hmm. The
keeps us
society.
like this. It keeps us wound up in it to say I'm too busy to take time to watch that sunset. I'm too
Mm-hmm.
busy to get up a little earlier to watch the sunrise. And sometimes we might be up already when the sun is rising, but this system says I'm too busy to even connect with that nature that is there all the time to take a moment. It might
Mm-hmm.
only take a minute to look at the sunrise. Just look at it. Because in that
Mm-hmm.
moment, while you're looking at it and you're breathing, that's a little meditation. And you might find that you have time to do a little bit more. So I'm glad, Barbara. I'm glad. I'm glad. Little for Barbara or anyone else. Little pieces, little bit of time.
Little
Okay.
steps.
Little steps. I started 5 minutes. I set an alarm, and trust me, the very beginning, that 5 minutes seemed like it was 5 hours because my mind kept telling me, "Is it 5 minutes yet? Is it 5 minutes yet?" But I made a promise to myself I was going to sit there and learn how
Uh-huh.
to breathe. I think at that time I gave myself a 21-day commitment. I said for
Mm-hmm.
21 days, I'm sitting at the same place, same time, same position. I actually started meditating with crystals. With a crystal in my left hand, I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
sit here and do this and breathe. And I would say that after about the third or fourth day is when I started to notice that my mind wasn't so busy. And
Yes.
after the seventh day, I looked forward to it. I wasn't so hung up on the alarm. I still used the alarm, but I wasn't so hung up on it. And after 2 weeks, it felt so pleasurable that I kind of didn't really need the alarm anymore because I wanted to go a little longer. So if you commit to a change, 21 days is something that I've always heard, then it becomes a
Yeah, that can
habit.
change any
Yeah.
habit. Yeah.
hmm If you commit to that, but we've mentioned ways here. Commit to 10 deep breaths. 10 deep breaths. It will
And
lead
like
you
you
to the
said, if
next
you
step.
gotta hold a crystal, I keep a crystal with
Yeah.
me. I wear it on my heart, inside my bra, and just to keep me calm, just to keep
hmm
me. level-headed, not to allow
Mhm.
myself to get absorbed or overwhelmed. I'll keep one in my car and I'll just drive with it when I need strength about
Mhm.
traffic
Mhm.
and other things that irritate me. And it just reminds me to breathe,
Mhm.
just take a breath. But yeah, I always keep some type of crystal that I can hold with my
Me
hands
too. Yeah.
just so I can keep myself calm. I rub it,
Mhm.
just becoming one with something that can calm me.
Mhm.
Because we have to find our peace process. Every
A
one
peace
of us
process.
has
Yes.
something different that brings inner peace to us.
Mhm.
But you have to you have to design some type of peace process, bless, for
Mhm.
yourself. Because if not, you're giving the power over to all of the things that's been created to stress us out,
That's right. That's right.
and deplete us. So that's why I keep something that, I can hold, because I like things in my hand. I can rub it down. Like I
Mhm.
said, I wear one in close to my heart, and every day I'll just choose different ones based on what I'm facing.
What's your facing?
But
Yeah. Yeah.
rose quartz, the one that I have now, this is for self love. This is for
Absolutely.
self love. So I hold on to this dearly, to make sure I can keep myself balanced in self love, and that I'm taking care of myself, and that I'm being gentle, and that I'm giving myself grace, and you know all the things that you need to give
Mhm.
yourself daily. Rose quartz reminds me to love myself.
Mhm. Rose quartz is a wonderful love stone, and
Hmm.
for people that don't really know or they're not aware, the crystals, they're minerals. They're from the mineral kingdom. Now,
Hmm.
people tend to think about minerals like with food. We have that concept that there's minerals in food or minerals that they might take as supplements, but really the minerals, they come from the earth, just like plants come from the earth, but they come from a different process. And why I'm making a point of this, for those of you who may not be familiar with crystals, understand that when we say we hold on to them, because I do it too, I have crystals all around me, right? On my desk, that I hold for different reasons, different times. It seems like Sister Aj, I do not get in the car to drive with crystals in my pocket or in my bra, because they transmit energy. And I'm not going to take us too far into it. This could be another conversation, but I'm speaking to someone or a group of someone who might not understand. And then I say, well, how does that rock transmit energy? Well, this is a little tidbit that I'm going to give, and then, we're going to get back to meditating. For those that might be resistant and say, well, I don't know about these rocks. These quartz crystals are chipped up in your laptop. They're in our devices. They're the things that help make the computer store energy. Okay.
Yes.
It's something that we can go back to ancient Kemet that they were using the minerals. They had rubies, they had lapis lazuli. So that's why I said I don't want to go down there, but I'm speaking to those that might feel like, well, I don't know about all of that. I don't know about all of that. We'll talk about that maybe at another time. I'm just giving
But I do
tips.
want to add, Sister Umi, I do want to add that the crystals are in the Bible as well.
I was thinking that, Sister Aja.
So
They are in the Bible.
I believe it's the book of Ezekiel. And I will research that because I've
They
had it for a long time. I think it's Ezekiel is the book, but it goes through the rubies, the sapphire, the amethyst. I mean, they're all listed right there. So when people say, they call them rocks and different things, they're not rocks, they're minerals. They come out the earth, just like you get granite countertops and you want
That's
all of
right.
the expensive stones that they're charging so much for. That's also a mineral. It's also
That's a
like with
mineral. It comes
crystals.
out of the earth.
And
Yeah.
so they breathe, they have energy. They're very, very in tune with what we are, because we are a crystal as well. And so
Right.
that's how what the crystal of the energy of the crystal and us, our energy
We can
connects, and it's able
connect.
to
Yeah. Hmm.
recharge us, it's able to replenish us, it's able to rejuvenate and restore us back to balance and back to center when our
Hmm.
energy has been attacked. But
Hmm.
yeah, we'll do a meditation in a series off of crystal energy and crystal therapy and things too, because
Yes, yes, yes,
Sister
yes.
Umi mentioned that she meditate with crystals. At the
Hmm.
Sweet Spot, I have the women hold crystals while they open up and detox.
Nice.
For
Yeah.
women who
Yeah.
come consistently, we who have gotten the knowledge of what it is
Hmm.
and what it's for. I invite them to bring their crystals in, so they can intentionally sit with what they need to balance and what
Hmm.
they need to detox and what they need to work with, so they can
Hmm.
become one with the crystal while they are opening up their skin and their pores and their tissues and releasing. Yeah.
I wanted to add Sister Aj. I guess I had this written down in my phone at some point. So, in addition to Ezekiel, and she's going to get back at some time exactly where, I had a notation that there's another part in the Bible, Revelations chapter 21. Excuse me. Well, Revelations 21, verse 18. So for
Mm.
those of you who are Christians, you should go and check that out. It talks about the walls of the New Jerusalem and the 12 stones that they name. They start off with jasper, which aligns with the root chakra. And then all of the stones that they name aligns with the chakras, and they end with the amethyst, which aligns with the crown chakra, the our communication with God. So, like Sister Aj said, I guess this is coming up for us to do a series now
Yeah.
on meditation with crystals and crystal energy. So I love how that happens, and it happens a lot with Sister Ajay and I because we meditate together. Okay, we meditate together remotely
Mm-hmm.
every week over time. So now, not only do we personally benefit from the meditation, but now the group starts to benefit, because what happens is, this is another example, we create an agape love relationship where
Right.
one where that I am because we are, where one is thinking something. If you notice, Sister Ajay said something. I said I was just thinking that happens
Mm-hmm.
to us
Yeah,
often
about the
because we
crystals
meditate.
being in the
Right.
Bible.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because we meditate, we're sharing that energy. We're sharing that experience. We're sharing that intention. So I think this is a good time to start our meditation. Okay. I think we've had a good discussion, and I want you all to close your eyes and begin to be aware of your breathing. Become aware of each inhale. And if you inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth, you will begin to become aware of your breath. Allow that awareness. Every time you inhale and every time you exhale, to follow the path of your breathing. Imagine that you are following your inhale, the breath going into your body, and that the exhale, you're following the breath as well. And if you think of things that might be distracting, that's okay. Don't judge them. And don't think that you're doing something wrong. Very simply allow yourself to bring your focus back to your breathing. And you will find that you become almost like the observer of the thoughts. Because as you are breathing and as you are focusing on your breathing, you have less of a focus on the thoughts that may come up. Less attention to them. Just allow them to go along their way. And let's all together take a deep inhale and slowly exhale. Remember to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let's take another deep inhale and slowly exhale. And let's take one more deep inhale and slowly exhale. Now bring your attention to your natural pattern of breathing. Being aware of each inhale and each exhale. And continue to focus on your breathing as you listen to this journey that you're about to embark on. A journey within your own heart center. So as you are deeply inhaling and fully exhaling, I ask you to bring your attention to your heart center. And with each inhale, imagine that you are inhaling love from its unlimited source into your heart. And that as you are exhaling, you're exhaling that love through your entire body out into the world. And that you are inhaling again from love's unlimited source. And allowing your exhale to flow through your heart, through your body, out into the world. And repeating that again and again, keeping your focus on your heart center and imagining that you're amplifying the energy of your heart center each time you inhale from love's eternal place and space. And continue to deeply inhale and to fully exhale. And now focusing on your heart center, allowing your mind and your imagination to guide you, continuing to focus on each inhale and exhale. And as you focus within in your heart center, if you get a sense of any place where love needs to be amplified within your heart center, amplify love in that space now. Just allow your mind to do this for you. Don't be concerned about how. Just continue to inhale love and to exhale love. And on that inhale, you're amplifying the love in the places within your heart that need it. Any place and space within your heart center that needs more love, inhale and amplify that space right now, exhaling that love throughout your heart, throughout your body, out into the world. And now that you are aware of this love that you're inhaling into your heart center and traveling through your body out into the world, continue to focus on each inhale and exhale, attracting love by inhaling it and generating love by exhaling it. Now bring your attention to the fact that you are a part of a community that is a part of you. Maybe at this time, imagining that you're sending love to those that you know. Imagine that you're sending love to your family members, your loved ones, your partners, your spouses, your siblings, your friends. But extend your reach now. Imagine that you're extending love to those in your community, to those that look like you, to those who breathe like you breathe, maybe those that you see every day and hear every day, maybe those that you see and maybe you don't interact with them. Imagine sending love to all of those people. Imagine spreading this concept and this energy of agape love throughout your community. Imagine that this energy, this love that you are inhaling and exhaling, that others are doing so, whether consciously or unconsciously, spreading love, the agape love for each other and for our community. And just allow yourself to continue to inhale and exhale while you are focusing on this love, spreading agape love, and being touched by agape love, by embodying this agape love within your heart center. And just take a few moments now just to breathe, just to be aware. Let's all together take a deep inhale and exhale. Taking another deep inhale and exhale, bringing your awareness to the soles of your feet. Now taking a deep inhale and exhale, bring awareness to your hands, rubbing the palms of your hands together quickly, feeling that warmth. And now placing your hands over your heart center, taking a deep inhale and exhale into that love that is in your heart center. Placing your hands together in front of your chest in prayer position, taking a deep inhale and exhale. And with your hands together in prayer position, placing your thumbs to rest on your forehead, taking a deep inhale and exhale, focusing on your head. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale, lowering your hands all the way down and slowly opening your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back from your love journey. Welcome back. Welcome back, Sister Ajay.
Thanks.
hmm
Thanks.
So, um, each week, just so that you know, Sister Ajay and I allow Spirit to just guide us. So you might find that meditation is different places, but Spirit led me to end our session with a love meditation. So that I think it's very timely, not only for this Tuesday evening, but for the 4 Tuesdays that we've dedicated to having you explore love in different ways. And now, as you um, contemplate agape love, we hope that through your own meditation practice, through your own awareness, that you will begin to see or ask the different ways that you can show agape love throughout the community. Yeah, you know, because energy and people coming together can make all kinds of shifts happen. Sister Ajay, do you have anything you'd like to share with those who are watching and those who will watch in the recording?
I mean, for me, love is a very, very important topic for us to discuss. And
hmm
we discuss, different things during the 4 week session for Love Jones. But all of the topics were just so good. Love is just so expansive. It's so,
hmm
oh my goodness. We have to fall back in love with love.
Ooh
That's
wee,
what I
yes.
see for us
hmm
as a people. We have to fall back in love with ourselves. Um, and that's going to take some healing, of course. And
hmm
then that will help us step back into love for each other, and then love for community, and then also our love from, our love with God. We have to,
Mm-hmm.
reconnect back with our source,
Mm-hmm.
in the language of love, because that's what the Creator, the Most High, whatever name you call, that's what God is. God is love. And so when we get back in the vibration and the frequency of unconditional love, and this society makes it very challenging to do that, and that's also for a reason, so it can disturb your frequency of love.
Yes,
And so
absolutely.
we just have to find a way to regain um our connection with love. And a lot of us, we are on different journeys, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing that we can do right now is find what disturbs your love, what disturbs your peace, what keeps you disconnected from being on the synchronicity of love, and then
Mm-hmm.
start working there. Start working there. And that's going to look different for all of us. But I think that's a base of where we can start, because we all came from love. I remember when was a little girl, I loved candy. I loved, donuts. I loved all the things. And, I connect that with the loving of myself, which is how I created Sweet Spot, because I love
Mm-hmm.
candy. I loved candy
Mm-hmm.
when I was young. I used to spend my church money on candy and just risk getting in trouble. I don't care. I'm just gonna get candy. And my grandmother be like, "Where your Sunday school money at? You put your money in church." I be gonna spend all my church money on candy. So I would get in trouble, but hey,
You
I
wanted the
I just
sweetness
had
in
to get that
life.
candy because I loved it so
You
much.
loved it.
And
You wanted the sweetness in life. Yeah.
yes, yes. So, that's what I equate candy to, because it just used to bring me comfort and joy,
Mm-hmm.
and take my mind off of all the things, and that's why I love sweet, I love love, I love peace, I love joy. You have to find out what you love. Like, what do you love so
Mm-hmm.
much? And it's also, we must fall in love with ourselves again.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important that we do that, because if we do not fall in love or back in love with ourselves, we really can't love anyone else, and we
That's
really
right.
can't vibrate on a communal love language. We can't, because you don't have it within you, so you're not going to be willing to give it to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Can't give what you don't have. And so
That's
right
right.
now we got to build up in love. And so I would say, find your love language first and foremost. Make sure you're around people who speak your love language, that
Mm-hmm.
support you, that uplift you, that motivate you, that brings happiness into your cipher and into your life, bring love and laughing and joy, all the things that you love. Make sure you are around people that also are on that frequency.
Absolutely.
You can't get to love if you're around people that are loveless. It just ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna work. It just ain't gonna work. And a lot of times we gotta just evict people and disconnect people from our energy when they're not living in love. If that's something that you really aspire, then you gotta find your tribe that love on the levels that you love on. That's
That's right.
one of the
Yeah.
things you gotta do.
Yeah. That's good advice and a good summary for our month. Okay. Our Love Jones month.
Yes.
So we thank you. We thank you for joining us. If there are any questions before we close out, if you have any questions or comments, please put it in the comments box. Okay.
Yes.
And if you want to contact us, Sister Ajay, can you just let everyone know what you're offering?
Yes, you can contact me. SweetSpotAtlanta.com is the website. Um, we're on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, um, for Sweet Spot Atlanta, Facebook, if you need a
Mhm.
consultation, that you want to, speak to me about any of the things that we discuss here. We do love detox. If you feel like you ain't on the vibration of love and you need to be
Mhm.
welcomed back into love, just come in and get yourself a love detox. I mean, Sweet Spot is all about self love. That's what it was created as. Um, and so we definitely want to make sure that our community has a place where they can
Mhm.
reconnect with love. I mean,
Mhm.
that's the only place that I don't see that this society has, is where people can go love unconditionally.
Right.
And we
Yeah.
as melanated people, we have to heal in
That's
love. We
right.
have
That's
to.
right.
There's
Yeah.
no other option for us. And so
Mhm.
that's why I created this platform with the help of the Most High. It was
Mhm.
an assignment from my ancestors that said, y'all can't rise back into power without love. It just ain't
Mhm.
gonna happen. I
That's
know what
right.
has been done to you to keep you from love and disconnected from love, but y'all are gonna have to heal that and come
Mhm.
back into the frequency and the vibration of love. Otherwise, y'all will be struggling, y'all will be surviving, y'all will be fight and flight, you are gonna be
Mhm.
stressed, you are gonna be sick, and we don't want any of those things. And so for
That's right.
me, I would love for anyone to connect, and me and Sister Omi share in this plight of just getting our community back on the
Yes.
vibration of
Mhm.
unconditional love. So you can come to Sweet Spot Atlanta. I'm out in the community doing different community events. um Sister Barbara, who's on the call, I have an event with her next month. She's doing phenomenal things. Sister Vanka is on my team.
Mhm.
She's a client of mine. I'm trying to get everybody connected that is on a vibration and a frequency of love, so we can
Okay.
really go out in the community and show up in love and light. Once you show up
Okay.
in love and light, it becomes, people attract to it. People are like,
Absolutely. Yep.
what are y'all doing, and how can I get involved, and where are you at, and just all the
Mhm.
things. So we have to create a hub of love. We have to.
Mhm. I love that. A hub of love. That's
Yes,
right.
we need it so
Mhm.
much. We need it
Mhm.
so much. And it's the thing that's going to allow us to return back to our royalty and rise back in our
Mhm.
power. So I
Okay.
welcome
Yes.
everybody to connect with me. If
Mhm.
I don't have something that you need, I'm sure I know somebody that I can connect you to. Sister
Mhm.
Omi, Sister Sabrina, all
Mhm.
the people that I'm
Sister
connected to.
Latifa,
Yes,
if you
Sister
need
Latifah,
herbs, we,
somebody.
somebody. Definitely. Definitely.
Somebody that's vibrating with love. I can
Mhm.
tell you that, because that's
Mhm.
all I'm connected with. That's all I seek out, is people who are on the vibration of love. So I
Ashe,
thank everybody
ashe.
for joining. But yes, definitely connect with Sweet Spot Atlanta. We're doing some phenomenal things at Clark University. We were doing some phenomenal things with Girls Incorporated for young girls. We're
Mhm.
doing phenomenal things with men, just bringing men back into the vibration of
Mhm.
love,
Ashe.
so we can
Ashe.
heal our relationships. We just, that's my thing. I love love. That's who I
Mhm.
am, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not embarrassed by it. I don't feel no way about it. We got to get back in tune with love.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sister Aj. Thank you for sharing. Now, you can contact me online if you happen to be in Florida. That's cool too. I am in Florida, but you can contact
Mm,
me online for an oracle reading. I do intuitive oracle readings. And if you need some help, like Sister Aj said, you might need some help. When we talk about love, we suffer a lot of trauma, we suffer a lot of pain. So you can also come to me for some self-liberation coaching. Let's liberate ourselves out of that pain, out of that trauma, so that you can find that space, that vibration where you can begin to experience the love that's inside of you. You were created in love. We created in love. Some people might say, "Whoa, Yes, you were, because the creator, God created you, created your spirit. I'm not getting into all the other things that's the trauma. If those of you that might be thinking, that can be healed. So you can, what you can do, you're going to see a QR code in the flyer once we say goodbye. Scan it, and you'll be able to contact both of us. Sister Ajay gave you the way that she can be contacted. We thank you so much.
Thank
Many
you. Peace and
blessings.
blessings.
We'll
Peace and
see you
blessings,
next week.
love and life.
Next
Peace,
week. Yes.
blessing, love and life.
Love and life. I love that. Yes. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Good night. Okay.
To conversate, to put a smile upon thy face. It's not too late to recognize we're all one people, we're all one mind. Yeah, we need to stop all the violence and all the separation. Spread love and peace all across the nation. Cause we got to live together, yeah. And we won't survive if we don't help each other. We don't need no more hate through generations. We need to practice more unification. So why can't we make it right for life? So we can all survive. And if we could all just learn to love one another, no one else would suffer. We're all in it together. No matter who's against us, no matter who's for us, our voices would be louder. No one could ignore us. The world would be different, and more would be gifted.